I'm putting this beer back in the fridge because I just knocked it over. It's not open or anything, but I don't want it exploding. Now there's the barbecue sauce. That one was a little too frosty anyway. Today you're watching a man bring a beer to his computer table. My bottle opener is attached to my keys. This is when you usually click off. It's Comics and Drinks, aka Comics and Shots. A completely improvised semi-comedic musing by Howard Stern's Mick the Nerd, aka YouTube and TikTok's Mick the Man, aka Mick the Maverick, aka the Fridge Cleanser. Today's subject, Punchline by Antarctic Press. No, this has nothing to do with the Joker's new, pointless, but kind of a good villain new girlfriend, Punchline, Kate Chalice. I have so many conflicting opinions about Kay, it's ridiculous. Wait, did I say Kate Chalice? No, that's Crazy Jane. Fuck, what is Punchline's name? I don't know, who cares? Yeah, Kate Chalice is Crazy Jane. Kay Faraday, was that Punchline? Like, whatever. Punchline is a comic by Antarctic Press written by somebody or something about a new superhero who one night, after not standing the family drama, decides to draw near a cemetery while a superhero is dying before her. And then she transfers her mantle to her, and then the old superhero isn't a superhero anymore, and the kid's a superhero. And the old superhero trains the new superhero, who is named Punchline, but she doesn't say her superhero name for the first 2 issues. It's not impressive. At least not the first 2 issues. Well, the first 1 and 9/10 of the issues. There's a twist in the second one that kind of implies something interesting, but... I really don't mean to call out independent comic writers, but sometimes y'all just basically take the basic premise of old school comics and try to put a twist on it, and it just doesn't feel twisty enough. Like, for one, new superhero meets a dying superhero and takes on their mantle. You know, Green Lantern. It's literally Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, you know? Ugh. Possibly Blue Beetle? No, not Blue Beetle. Technically not Blue Beetle. Yeah. And her powers are literally just Supergirl stuff, Captain Marvel stuff, Superwoman stuff. Nothing interesting yet. I'm not even sure if I'm going to read past issue 2. Because, issue 2, they build up this one villain, Mr. January, ice type dude, freezing stuff, giant ice beasts. After 16 pages is in the second issue. And then, she fights him for a little bit, and then it's over. And the villain, Mr. January, I didn't think this was possible, but you made an ice villain more forgettable, more awful than the CW's version of Chilblain, whoever the hell wrote Punchline by Antarctic Press. I know it was a villain of the week, but that doesn't mean that the villain of the week has to be weak. Give him some lines, It's like, don't wait until the Amazon, adaptation for, Machine Head to be actually interesting as a villain. It's also a bit of an aside on Invincible and even The Boys. A lot of those adaptations of indie books are kind of better than the comics they're based on. The boys more so. Invincible slightly more, just a little bit better, and possibly a lot of it if they choose not to adapt the more horrifying parts in the comics. That's also why I haven't really sped run through Invincible Season 2. I read the comics. I know how horrifying it gets. Ugh. But I don't know how horrifying Punchline will get. And it has a dark twist to it, but... I don't know. Also, the name doesn't even make sense so far. The main character doesn't even tell jokes. Like, she punches stuff. I don't know, it's... And in the first 2 issues, they don't even say the hero's name. They're doing that thing where you wait until, like, what, issue 6, and everybody's like, "Hey, new hero, what's your name?" "Call me Punchline." You know, that bullshit. Ugh. Bored. Yeah. I don't know. Just some indie superhero comics just feel like they're being too genre, they're not really saying anything, and I'm not impressed by the first 2 issues. I usually stop at the 3 issues, but this was simply not impressive. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, whoever the hell wrote Punchline by Antarctic Press, but I'm gonna have to let you go. With that, like, comment, and subscribe. Donate if you're feeling nice. Share it with a bear. And always remember, praise be to the blood elk, fear the stabopotamus, and death to Kronos. Seriously, Mr. January didn't even have a fun ice costume. He was just some dickhead in a suit. The most boring thing you can ever imagine. Mark Blaine's stupid ice skater costume made more sense. Ugh.